Welcome to this game of Mechabellum. You can see here I'm fighting against Arcanio and my options. Rhino, Speed, Typhoon, and Fire Badger. And looking at those, could go for Rhino. Speed, the problem is Void Eyes are not the best right now, so I do end up going for Fire Badger Specialist with Crawlers and Fire Badger, and leaving the DPS role empty. But cheaper attacks for 5 badgers, and I did put one not used attack on 5 badgers that I want to try, field maintenance. And on my opponent's choices, Giant Specialist, Aerial Specialist, Sabertooth, and Cost Control. And looking at those, I would probably maybe go for Aerial Specialist. We start with Crawlers. Mustangs are not the best at the start, but with Aerial, maybe you could go for Wraith. Go Wraith Phoenix. Probably need balls for that. But my opponent decided to go for Giant Spec. So he's starting with 5 Badgers and Marksman. Looking here, it doesn't look like an aggressive comp. He doesn't have Assault Marksman, so no, he's going defensive with that. So I am going aggressive in here, where there is nothing to stop me. Because here there is Magnetic Barricade and Turret. You see me instantly selling my turret here. And here's the question, DPS at the start. I don't have that many good options. I went for Void Eye, although I should probably have went for Marksman. Marksman cover air, which I lack at the moment. I was still thinking of maybe going Phoenix, even if the opponent's already starting with Marksman. And if I go for Phoenix, the Void Eyes at least have electromagnetic armor, in case I want to use them later for electromag. But that is my turn, and let's speed this. And my opponent will just defend where I'm attacking, as I expected. 2 late arriving Crawlers, which will arrive right at the perfect moment. You can see 5 Badgers locked on his 5 Badgers and my Void Eyes locked on Crawlers. Yeah, perfect timing for his Crawlers to arrive. And that's a very bad start for me. You can see still shooting now, only now the Crawlers are all dead, but still 4 or 5 Badgers alive and both the 3 Marksmen. So yeah, not a great start. Here, intensive training looks good. Not a fan of any of the other. Assault Melting Point can be very good in the right situation. Assault Melting Point with multi-melters is a powerful unit. Especially for him, his Giant Spec. He can get 1 for free, but they are more for aggro play, not defensive. If you are going for Assault Melting Point, he should have his army on the front line, not on the back line. So yeah, not that great for him this situation. Same for Assault Fortress. So, going for intensive. You see me going for field maintenance on the 5 Badger and instantly level 1 to level 2. So now they have almost 11,000 HP with healing. And he doesn't have a lot of DPS on his board. So I was hoping he wouldn't be able to kill my 5 Badgers. I'm also going for Fangs. Late Fangs, because I have a serious lack of anti-air. So Fangs in here and Fangs in here. But my opponent went for a very heavy air unit, and Fangs will not cut it to kill a Raiden. He's even pulling back his units here. Actually, no, what's he doing? Ah, the crawlers. He's spreading out the crawlers with the beacon. You can see they can survive 2 shots. The other targets my marksman, so they didn't. But yeah, now he has the units to kill my healing badgers. And it's a perfect unit to kill badgers and void eyes. So, not great for me. Even if it went better than last time. At least I killed all the 5 badgers. Although now there is a Raiden surviving, which is 350 damage on me. So yeah, now I have another problem to deal with. My Pangs on the other side are delaying the game, letting he get more experience, killing my towers. More than half HP for the Raiden level. I get my Fire Badger and options. Look at those. Tarantula, not great. Vortex, also bad against Raidens, especially level 1 Vortex. Arclights, I don't already have Fire Badgers, but Mustangs. I can use Mustangs. Even if he does have Fire Badgers and have the Scorching Charge deck, I can make Mustangs work. And Mustangs can kill the Raidens, especially starting at level 2 already. So, Range for now, because I don't know if he really uses the Raidens. He's giant spec, so he unlocked it for free. He can just sell it and get another unit if I overcommit 20 air. Although I do need to respect the Raiden, because I need something to kill it. Level 2 Mustangs will do for now. You can see that I also putting level 1 Mustangs on the other side. So I have some anti-air in here. And my free Fire Badger is also here. So it should be able to kill his crawlers. And even if he puts something in the air, the Mustangs can help deal with it. Though I don't think they would be able to kill a Raiden here. So just Chaff, Mustangs, Fire Badgers, and armor. Opponent is zigzagging his Mustangs. Probably afraid of my Fire Badgers exploding on top of them. I don't even have the tech. Only field maintenance for now. Those ones are doing their job. They are surviving. The healing helped them survive quite a bit against the... my other side, he didn't defend, so tower debuff. And tower debuff, right? Crawlers feasting on marksmen. Mustangs killing the Raidens. Now they are even killing the opponent, Mustangs. Another tower debuff. And this round went perfect for me. The debuffs really helped. And quite a bit of damage. I'm recovering from the beating I was taking. Here, it was for me either a skip or Ion Blast. And I will decide to go for Ion Blast because it's 3 rounds cooldown on round 4, so on round 8 I will have it back. Is it round 8 or it's round 9? No, I'm not sure. But you see me throwing it here. I want to kill the Raidens. Because even if I have the Mustangs here, they don't kill the Raidens the fastest. And now it can be a level 2 Raiden. There's also a very annoying item which my opponent can grab on this, which is Nano Repair Kit, which is great for giants. And could force me to get units I don't want to be able to deal with it. And he does grab the nano repair kit. You see me putting crawlers here because I was expecting him to put a Raiden in here. You see me, instead of leveling this one, which is almost at level 3, I just grabbed another and put a level on it. So now I have 2 level 2. It did went for Sandworm with Nano Repair, which can be really annoying. You can't even disable this healing with Electromag because it's an item. And he put here. Now he has 2 giants on this side. Raiden is dead, killing Shaft mostly, and now killing the other Raiden. So the side's doing very well, but the other one, I don't have the DPS to kill us Hidden Sandworm on this side. But I do have quite a few units here, and even my 5 badgers this time survived because I killed the Raidens with the beam. You can see here another debuff, and now my Mustang should be able to kill the Raiden, which will get distracted by the crawlers. And now the Sandworm will get distracted by the crawlers while all my units shoot at it. And let's see if I have the DPS to kill it. Void Eye is arriving, although it's level 1 Void Eye is no tax, so they don't have that much DPS. But every bit helps, and it is dying. You can see that worm. So even the surprise worm in here wasn't enough. In retrospect, if he went for the item on this one and got level 2, I think it would probably I would probably lose. Although don't know if the level 2 Mustangs would be able to kill it or not. But super heavy armor, and the game wants to favor my opponent. Another great item for giants. Electromagnetic impact, which can be good, although look at the opponent board. He has 0 tax. So electromagnetic impact right now doesn't do much. Round 5, 0 tax. No tax on Raidens, no tax on 5 badgers, no tax on anything. So I was undecided, and looking at this, no tax, I decided to just skip, even if this is a very good card. Level 3 of this Mustang. And looking at the item he just grabbed, I was thinking he's going to grab another worm and put it on the worm. So I went for steel balls with range. Didn't see how he was using it on the front here. I expect him to do the same if he went for the other side, so covered steel balls on both sides. Although the steel balls do have a problem that they are very vulnerable to Raidens. So yeah. Exactly the place they should be, although I need more shaft in front. Yeah. As I said, very vulnerable to Raidens, out dead now here. On the other side, those 4 he killed the healing one quite easily. And this one is dying. It doesn't have a healing. And now it's dead. Mustang's doing a lot of damage, as you can see. Although they are not the highest damage unit. That goes for the steel balls on this side, with 63,000 damage. Mustang's killing Raidens. I'm going for the next tower. And I should have enough units to be able to kill them. If he went for the items on the Raidens, he would force me to grab a melting point, which I didn't want to. It's expensive to unlock. And expensive to buy. And then it needs stacks. Here, Lightning Storm, which is way too good on this board, at least especially against me. Against my opponent it's also decent, but it's better against me. I have a lot of medium and small units, all vulnerable to the storm. So 2 shields. This Mustang also got level 3. And I do have intensive training now. I even shielded here. Just in case. He could have went for smoke. Instead of targeting here, where he knew I would shield, he could throw smoke here. And make this side very... don't know the term I want to use. Not annoyed. No, forget it. But I went for storm here. He will also grab storm, I think, and throw it here. I can't put the shields too forward, because otherwise the Haydens will destroy it right at the start. And don't have a lot of money left with buying the lightning storm, the shields, so getting the levels. Couldn't even use the intensive. My opponent finally went for attack. I can good division on the worms. You can see here the shields are protecting my Mustangs, but not much else. My storm did give the Raidens a beating. On this side, my balls end up dying, not killing the sandworm, and that is bad. Let's see this worm. It dies right as it goes to the ground. But I don't have much left here. Shield is down. They are almost killing. 1 dead. And 2 dead. Right now the little worms are killing. And it's a funny thing. The larvas can get experience for the worm. Quite funny. Here, I did need better answer against the worms, which now divide. I could go for Electromag on the worms, but I also have scorpions here, offered me for free. So why not use them? You see me grabbing scorpions, putting on both sides. I even grab one more, I can put here. They are great against the badgers and the worms. So I even grabbed acid. And that will completely destroy his sandworms. So I'm not relying on the steel balls to kill the sandworms anymore. Also, level 4 Mustang. This one is getting close to 4. He is on level 2. You see me putting another crawler in here. It's mostly to protect against missile. And I decided to go for Fang instead of Crawler, because I don't want them running forward fast. And straight into the 5 badgers with force. My opponent also goes for Scorpion, but just to sell them. And level 2 on the worm with Nano Repair. So the Scorpion will be very useful with the acid. And he's finally getting techs. So range enhancement on the Raidens. Scorching charge on the 5 badgers, which is not that great anymore because Scorpions kill them and they end up killing the opponent's shaft instead of mine. So it kills mine too. You can see the left went really well, but the right not that well. This worm is healing the buff now. But I do have enough units left to kill it. Now that tower debuff coming. My Mustangs are doing heavy work on this game. More than 1000 damage on this one. And it's not... now it's the first. 130. 140. 50, 60, 160. Let's go a few more units. Almost 180,000 on that one. The other one is 140. Yeah, 175,000 damage. Mustangs doing the work. The acid from the Scorpions helps. Here, none of those look that good for me. I rather have acid. Absorption module is quite useless for me. Maybe it's good for my opponent. I also have Rhino Assault, look at like the best one here. I could use it to annoy my opponent from the Rhino in the back, although the Raidens will probably turn and kill it. So I was between getting it and pass, but I end up getting the Rhino. Level 5 Mustang! This one is almost going to level 5 too. This one was the one with the most damage, although this one was the one that got the level. The Scorpion's also doing a lot of damage, look at this one, 123,000. Better than the ones on this side. You see my beam is back, round 8. I was right when I said round 8 at the start. So I'm throwing the beam here, because I expect him to try to protect on this side, not this side. Another Scorpion here. I want them to kill this Fire Badger. And thanks. Just to protect them. You can see he's moving. I threw the beam here last time, so I expected him to defend here. So I'm throwing the beam on the other side. Didn't went that well. He almost hit my units. The explosion. And everything here is already dead, so the beam didn't do much. It will kill a Raiden here. Maybe damage another, no. This one escaped with a little HP. But you can see my Scorpions are doing their job. Killing everything. Kiss the Rhino here, because I end up throwing the Rhino on the backline, just to protect against if he went for Rhino. And my Mustangs are doing the work with the Scorpions. And that's enough to win. So let's take a look at the battlefield. I did went for double shot on the Scorpions, so now they are Worm Killers. And Badger, even if level 1 Scorpion can one-shot Badgers now. I only have level 1 Scorpions. So now I would have levels for them. Look at this one, top damage. This time there was no unit with 175,000 damage like the last one. They were all close to 100. But this one is doing the work, shooting at the healing worm here, healing level 2 worm. This one also a lot of HP, almost 260,000 HP because of the super heavy. If I was him, instead of going for mechanical evasion, I would have went for armor. Armor would really reduce the damage of the Mustangs. You can see, level 2 Sandworm with armor would reduce damage by 120. My level 4 Mustang has 161. So he would only hit for 41 damage each shot. This one, 81. But you can see how much it reduced the damage. Although now it's not that important anymore, because I do have the balls that help kill it, and the Scorpions. He also went for Electromag on his Raiden, so if he shoot anything, it would lose its tech. Although my 5 Badger that I wanted to try ended up staying with only 1 tech. I did want at the start to go with Scorching Charge, but after my opponent went for Raidens, I started using Mustangs as my main DPS units. I didn't want my 5 Badgers to explode, because if they explode on my own side, they would kill my Mustangs. The Scorpion was here to prevent the opponent's 5 Badgers to explode on my side and kill my Mustangs, which they did quite well. They can one-shot the Badgers, so they explode on the opponent's side and help me with shaft clear, which, look at my board. I have almost no shaft clear. It's the 5 Badgers with no range, so they don't do that well at shaft clear. And the Mustangs, high-level Mustangs, will shaft clear, but also not great. So my opponent was doing the shaft clear for me. His own exploding 5 badgers was clearing the shaft for my board. And I find that funny. But that's it for this game. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me. And I will see you on the next one.